Just last month, the Biden DOJ got Paula Harlow, a 75-year-old woman in poor health, sentenced to 2 years in prison for singing outside of a class. She was singing, actually, a beautiful voice. She was singing beautifully outside of a clinic. And fearing she would die in prison, her husband pleaded with the judge for mercy and even asked to be thrown in prison with his wife. And the judge responded by mocking their religion. He was mocking their religion. I wonder who that judge is. Paul is one of many peaceful pro-lifers who Joe Biden has rounded up, sometimes with SWAT teams, and thrown them in jail. Many people are in jail over this. This is just crazy. We're going to get that taken care of immediately, first day. Immediately. But let's call these brave Americans what they really are. It's persecuted Christians. That's what they are. They're persecuted.
But we must put builders back in charge, and that is our mission between now and November 5th. We must expand our majority in the U.S. House of Representatives. We must take control of the U.S. Senate, and we must put Donald J. Trump back in the White House.
Franklin wrote me a letter the other day. I watched your rally. I thought it was great. But honestly, Mr. President, it would have been much better if you didn't use foul language. And I said to myself, he's wrong about that, because sometimes for emphasis, I don't use real foul, but every once in a while I'll use a little word here or there, and not a particularly bad one. But I said to myself, I'm going to do it because I like him a lot. But he said, it's great, your stories are great, but you don't have to use. But sometimes there's no word that can describe it, right? I'm looking for a word to, like when somebody tells tall tales, there's a certain word that starts with B, right? There's no word that I can find to replace, right? But I'm trying, Franklin. I'm trying. And I will shut down the Federal Department of Education, and we will move everything back to the states where it belongs and where they can individualize education and do it with the love for their children. We will build a great iron dome over our country, a dome like has never been seen before, a state-of-the-art missile defense shield that will be entirely built in America and create jobs. We're going to build it in America. Israel has it. Why don't we have it? On day one, I will begin the largest deportation operation in American history. Biden's border invasion is also a grave threat to, and as I said, Medicare and Social Security is under watch. Biden wants to dump millions of illegal aliens onto Medicare and put them into Social Security and even Obamacare and suck these programs dry. That's what they're going to do. And you're going to have a problem, and all of a sudden they're going to say, we're going to cut it in half. I'm not touching them. I'm leaving them where they are. You are going to see Social Security, if he gets elected, is going down the tubes. I can't even imagine him being elected. Can you imagine 4 more years? These are the worst 4 years. As president, I will fight for American seniors, not the Biden illegals. I will fight for American workers, not the human traffickers. I will fight for American dreamers, not the child smugglers. And I will restore the sovereign borders of the United States of America. So help me God. I sort of have this little thing. I shouldn't show it. Maybe I should save it for the debate. Okay? Look, I'll save it. I'm going to do this because this is private. There's only about 400 press back there. Look, inflation, this is what it does to you. This is Tic Tac now. This is Tic Tac. Let's go. It used to be that. That's what inflation. That's what inflation has done. That's what inflation has done. Glad everybody in this room has good eyes. I have a friend, he's a Democrat, but he's a Democrat, can't help it. That's the way he grew up. But he said to me, I don't understand it. You got a poll saying you're up 10 points. How can you only be up 10 points? I say that too. Who the hell is going to vote for this guy? The reason the radical left will always come after religious believers is simple, because they know that our allegiance is not to them. Our allegiance is not to them. Our allegiance is to our country, and our allegiance is to our Creator. And we do not answer to the bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. You're not even allowed to say that anymore.